Beautiful morning, up in the water. Okay. Good morning. It's a happy day. All right. Good morning, fully levered Bitcoin togs. Welcome to the house. All right. Some interesting turbo thoughts. So the first interesting turbo thought is MSTR and Metaplanet. MTPLF. You can just buy it on the US stock exchange. Just get it. I call it like twin turbo Bitcoin. Simon and Michael are besties. Whoa. And also, Dylan is the new mini sailor. And I guess the good thing with Dylan is he has like a 40-year head start. I actually think that like Dylan is gonna be like essentially the next Mark Zuckerberg of Bitcoin land. He's humble, he's down to earth, he's intelligent, he's courageous, he is likable, friendly, and handsome. Yeah, like everyone loves Dylan. He is like a non-controversial person. There ain't nobody who doesn't like Dylan Leclerc. I love Dylan forever. Okay, but anyways, so in terms of the top two Bitcoin treasury company, I mean, obviously Michael Saylor and Strategy. There's no second best Bitcoin treasury company, BTC, because he invented the genre, right? It's kind of like there's no better street photographer than Eric Kim, because I done invented the whole street togs thing, right? And in terms of monopolies, digital monopolies, I think it's actually pretty obvious. So Japan will never, ever have a second Metaplanet because, like, I mean, compared to America, Japan's capital markets is obviously not as big, right? But bruh, Japan is a juggernaut. Japanese people save like 90% of their income. The country is like, over the age of 70. The future don't look too bright until Simon and Metaplanet and Dylan came along. They are essentially a new hope for Japan. So I'm actually super bullish on Japan now. I mean, like, I've always been a Japanophile, like all my other friends who are born in 1988. Double Dragon, Eric Kim's the dragon, you're the dragon. It's gonna be Bitcoin season for the next century, 10 centuries. Ooh, embassy at the Laos Democratic Republic. Yeah, apparently you go to the last one these days. Anyways, so many opportunities. So the new cyber frontier, like the Oregon Trail, everyone went west. You don't have to go to west and die of dysentery. You could just go up to cyberspace. The reason why it's an interesting idea is it is location independent. You could be in Arkansas. There's a Kansas and there's an Arkansas. How funny, right? You could be in Phnom Penh. You could be in Siem Reap. You could be in Kep. You could be in Kampot. Kunyom Sokramnat Kampot, right? Sasrai Chinam Kamai. You could be in Gangnam. You could be in Haeundae. You could be in Busan. You could be in Tokyo. You could be in Osaka, Okini. You could be in you could be in Dubai. Asamea Lakam. I forget my greetings. Yalla, right? Shout out to my friends, Mohammed, and Imran Dudia. What's up, man? Shout out to the kiddo and your lovely wife. And also, I was just thinking about Lorena Tui from Beirut, Lebanon. All of our friends from all across the planet. Brian Sparks, Matthias L. I can't pronounce your last name. Yeah, like all the people who have helped me. Adam Rahim, Callan, all my friends from Singapore. Yeah, so it's been kind of an interesting journey. So it looks like I've been in the game for a long like since I was 21. I'm 30. I've been in the game for 15 years. 15 years. 15 years. If I had a kid when I was 21, my kid would already be 15. That's crazy. ABA. All right. So, anyways, yeah, the future is bright. I think in terms of geographic location, okay, so some interesting innovations. Think Mekong area, Mekong. They don't call it Southeast Asia no more. They call it the Mekong area, right? And it's interesting because the Mekong River connects Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, right? And as a consequence, the whole region is prime for growth. So it looks like Laos is a little bit of the laggard. Cambodia is like, personally, I've heard really good things about Laos. I'm gonna go to Vientiane sometime. And in terms of leverages, the obvious leverages is you go to a place which ain't fully milked out like America. Everyone who's created their fortune in the global sense did so not through just like, grinding your nose against a grinding stone in America. No, that never happens. It's those who traveled like to Shanghai in the early days and invested way before everyone else. And I think the difficult thing about investment is, A, it's not natural. B, I think also culturally, it's a culture thing. So, for example, American culture is like kind of better at this than most cultures, yet still the difficulty is radical innovation, carte blanche thinking, is not something you're taught in the textbooks. I'm lucky enough to have some great teachers on there, like Christian Harrison. I remember my history teacher. Yeah, he told me also a bunch of my high school teachers even told me, he's like, follow your passion, follow your love, and the money will follow. And it's actually been a good philosophy. I think, shout out to my Castro Valley High friends, Cash Flow Valley. It looks like things worked out pretty good. But anyways, so according to Nassim Taleb's Lindy effect, because I've been in the game for 15 years, I'm gonna be in the game for at least another 15 years, at least. So what am I, like 37 now? Yeah, we'll be chatting when I'm 52 and still lifting 1,000 kilos. Also an interesting news report. Urkim, 552 kilogram, 7.6x body weight rack pull. I'm like notoriously close to hitting $600 kilograms probably in the next 6 months, year. And then it's gonna be 700, 800, 900, 1,000, and then we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to get like a custom somebody to, maybe I should just go to Shanghai or Beijing or China and just have all the Chinese people build it for me. So some other good things about being here. So some optimistic thoughts. One, the rest of the world is fine, guys. Don't worry. If you're in the States, the world will be fine. No. Actually, what's interesting is even China, everyone's so scared about China. Like, China is fine. Like, it's just, China is actually, the irony of China is that they're actually a very peaceful country. And they obviously know that they're not as strong as America. They complain about how America has, 10,000 military bases around the planet, and they only have one, like in Africa. and the whole belt and whatever incentive. I mean, like, America's, we've been doing this like forever. We did this in uh, we did this in South Korea, IMF bailout. I mean, come on, the ROK is essentially a satellite for the U.S. military, and yeah, like, I mean, I'm cool with it. Like, I'm American. It's good for me. But what I think is great about Bitcoin is it promotes peace, prosperity, and cooperation. So let me give you an example. So in terms of geopolitics, right? So like, assuming that Bitcoin is at least digital gold, gold is non-controversial. Everyone loves it. Chinese people love it. Vietnamese people love it. Cambodians love it. Indians love it. Everybody loves gold. Read Fernandino Galiani's De la Moneta on money. He wrote the treatise, like 1770s or something. He was actually even writing that, like, it was so funny that America, with the Quaker Puritans, used paper money, and the only reason why they trusted the paper money was they were all religious and they trusted each other because they would not cheat each other because of the fear of the God retribution, right? So as a consequence, money has been sound money with gold because even if you study the monetary history of Cambodia, go to the Sosoro Museum, Sosoro Museum. It's like probably the best museum I've been on the planet. And I can say that well because I've traveled a lot. Beautiful morning. All right. So it seems that the rise and fall of empires, you could tie it to the gold standard. So for example, anytime that an economy went badly or went down, the fall of the Roman Empire, maybe it could be seen that, like, Nero and all of the Roman emperors, they started to debase the currency and they started to clip the gold coins until that the gold was no more gold. Even it's interesting to see the museum, right? Super, super tiny slivers of real gold. Apparently this makes for a good party trick. So apparently Chinese people do this. Kind of interesting idea. Is that you go to a Chinese wedding, and the question is it better to have a gold bowl of silver coins or a silver bowl of gold coins? Question mark. And both are considered virtuous. I mean, I would prefer a gold bowl full of gold coins. Right? Take your pick, right? Yeah, that would be a funny idea. Imagine for our next party gift, you just have like a bowl with super, super tiny gold coins, like real gold, and then like let everyone take one, right? Like that's kind of a cool idea. And actually, even Korean people, when Seneca was born, a lot of my family members, they gave pure gold rings or just like slivers of gold. And even Cindy's family, for kind of the family inheritance stuff, right? Just given like the Swiss 99% gold bars. Wow, look at this. The new Nora Mall on Norodom place. Of course, the Odom. It looks pretty nice. Okay, but anyways, so the thought is, Bitcoin is great because, I mean, you have to go to the ball. You have to go balls to the wall or nothing, right? There's also another Cambodian proverb, which is better to burn it to a crisp or just leave it raw. And my interpretation is you either go like 1000% all in or just nothing, right? So for example, even weightlifting, it's better to lift 1,000 pounds once a week rather than doing medium high or high intensity CrossFit stuff every single day. And yeah, and I think the reason why people cannot think creatively is because, unfortunately, most people are not given the tools of critical thinking. And the funny thing with critical thinking and whatever, right, is that like everyone's gonna call you crazy until you're right, and then they're gonna talk about how you're lucky, and then whatever, right? But once again, this ain't like a point of like getting angry or upset about it. Yeah, it's just facts. I mean, that's cool, right? And yeah, I think yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Right? So even when I bought Bitcoin for $7,000 a coin back in like 2017, 2018, yeah, like, everyone thought I was crazy, right? Until it went to 60,000 and then it crashed down to what, like 5,000 or 4,000, 2,000, I don't even remember. And then after that, when Bitcoin broke 100,000, we're all like doing victory laps, right? Yeah, so I guess I was right all along. So just stick to your gut. Don't betray your gut.